So this is the second to last portion of Let's Build. Ladies and gentlemen, we are near the end. And with that end, and yes, the box is open upside down because unfortunately that's just how the tape tore apart, so that's just how we have to do it. But today, we are doing the second to last set of Let's Build, and the box is already tearing apart. Ironically, actually, I just peeled apart the thing. The set is actually upright. So this is the set we're building. Yes, it's essentially the set where no characters really matter because, well, they're all variants. All four of them. Lucy, or Wild Style, as they call her on the box, is a unique variant combining both Apocalypse, basically the end of the movie outfit, before Cispocalypse Star. We also have Emmett, who comes with the Rex hair. Sweet Mayhem, who is, I think, the least one of the sets, and she doesn't come with a helmet, so she's the least liked. And then Rex also comes with a jetpack and a gun, or rather, a rocket launcher. So yeah. Suffice to say, this set is going to be very interesting to build, so let's go. Let's just open it up, and yeah, let's just go. Let's go. This is back when they had the boxes taped like this, instead of the new, better packaging where you can just punch the holes into the box. Yeah, because of course they did. So, here we go. Box is empty. And they got stickers. Big stickers. Quite a bit, actually. Let's just put the scissors off to the side. And let's get started. There's only 3 bags, so yeah, this is only going to be a 3-part build. And of course, the first bag wants us to build Mayhem herself. And, well, I love the mini doll Mayhem, but for bag 1, I take this Mayhem over it, because it actually has the helmet. This is kind of without the helmet because she probably ditched it after the like, she actually kind of ditched it after the end of the movie. So like, it doesn't exactly, work anymore as part of her character, which is kind of sad. I think the helmet really adds a bit of extra character to her. And why are all her pieces separated between the different bags? I just don't get it. That's okay. Oh, also we get mini heart bombs. I'm not joking. Mini heart bombs. So this is the goodbye. Basically, this entire set, in one way or another, is actually the final battle. It's actually the final battle of the movie. That's just how. Oh, I just noticed she has pockets on the back of Oda. Hold up, does she have pocket? She does. She actually does have pockets on the back of her as well. That's nice. I didn't notice that at first. Okay. So yeah, and once again, she does come with the really nice glistening hair. Like, that is brilliant right there. But of course, the head sculpt is. I wish it was a bit more angry, but considering the fact this is after the rising up from the spin of Storage, I guess this is fine enough. And of course, her jetpack. So yeah, I technically have 2 versions of Mayhem. One with her helmet, one without, so I can actually, I don't have to swap between them every time. But also, like, yeah, she doesn't come with a gun, so 0 out of 10. Actually, does she come with a gun? No, she doesn't. She only comes with the heart bomb. So yeah, she only comes with a heart bomb. That's that. Alright, so moving on. Yeah, this is still a little wiggly waggly on both of them. Which I do like it. It's adds a tad bit more expression, but not by much. So anyways, here we go with the actual build itself. That's my third mini doll and my last mini doll I'm building on the channel. So, yeah. And right off the bat, they want us to use the brick launcher. This right here. I swear to God, if this manual doesn't end up freaking... There. There we go. That's better. So, we're going to start building, because that's what we're supposed to do. I wonder how this is going to go, though. Like, this is going to be an interesting build. And I know this is going to be complete, so I'm not going to have any problems with this build. The only thing I might have a problem with this build, with builds after this, is the knockoff set. Yeah, we're going to have to build a knockoff set, because like I said, we are going to be doing the... Excuse me. We're doing a knockoff Black Pearl for the finale. And you might think, that seems fine-ish. I'm nervous. I'm nervous because I haven't actually built that thing since I first bought it. And I only bought it because it was the definite way I would end Let's Build. There's no exception. Oh, I forgot this part. Okay, so... yeah, there's a brick I forgot. I'm tempted to just not use instructions because of how much this is folding. Like, Christ. I'm glad I have my computer here to kind of keep it flat-ish, but, like, come on. So, right there, and right there, and already they want us to add more pizzas. So this is probably going to be a wide build, which I don't mind it. I really don't. I think it'd be an interesting jet or whatnot. Now, suffice to say, this is probably the weakest thing they could have done for a final battle build, but considering the fact that the final battle really takes place under the dryer, yeah, of course they had to actually kind of rely on a space vehicle from the movie. I wish they could have done a Rex Wing set, though. I've seen people make a MOC based off of the real actual model that you can actually build with actual Lego pieces from both the Lego movie sets and just whatever you have in your collection. But, like, I really do think that there's just some, I guess, missed opportunity with those. You know what I mean? There's a missed opportunity because there's just so much... like, there were other things they could have made sets for me. I mean, I kind of would have also liked a Unikitty flyer set. I mean, that would be interesting. I mean, there's a lot of things they were created for the movie. And yet, how is it that the Lego Movie 1 got more stuff? because the final battle was also kind of not much of a final battle, to be honest. That's what I like about the Lego movies, is that there's no bombastic final battle that needs to be put in a set. But for Lego Movie 2, I think they really dropped the ball. Especially considering the fact that they did an entire set revolving around the spoiler of how Rex got defeated. I'm not joking. This is literally Rex's death set. This is why he has the scared face or whatnot. There's just, like, come on, the implication is right there. That being said, though, the movie is very mixed for me. I am currently working on a rewrite. Which, yes, while it does have OC elements, I don't give a fuck. And the reason why I don't give a fuck is because, really, LEGO doesn't give a fuck about this universe either, so why should I? Why should I have to stick strictly to the lore? Besides, the fact my lore already is feeling like it's already fixing things. And the reason why it feels like it's fixing things is because, one, it actually is focusing on the bad parts of the story. Two, it is... I'm probably going to spoil it right now. It's making the Queen the actual bad guy of the movie. Where the marketing didn't lie, and it was actually supposed to be. Like, to be honest, I do like Rex as an antagonist. But considering the fact that there is easily, like, there could have been a way to prevent his downfall by just simply talking it out with him. And it kind of is resolved in that same exact way in the end of the movie. I seriously don't get why they had to kill him like that. Like, there was just no reason to kill Rex in the way they did. And the only reason they did is just because, well, you can't really redeem the villain. But also, this is the first LEGO movie that actually kills their antagonist. And also, the death was just... they were trying to force humor into it as well. It just didn't... The whole movie's a mess. I'm sorry. The entire second part is a mess, so I decided to rewrite it, and at the same time, I just gave it the one-season TV show treatment as they did to LEGO Jurassic World, where only 13 episodes is needed to resolve pretty much everything, because, dear God, they pretty much dropped the ball on everything. And by that, I mean... how do I put this? The Lego Movie 2, the second part, has a bunch, and I mean a bunch of plots they have to go through. They had to go through the apocalypse plot, which they absolutely rushed by doing a time jump instead of explaining a little bit more. They explain why the apocalypse happened because of the aliens invasion, and we kind of got that from the trailers, but I don't really understand why there was an actual reason to just not not experience the apocalypse life prior to 5 years later as the movie is supposed to take place. There could have been at least, hell, we don't even know what happened to the Octane Tower. That was something kind of important from the previous movie. The Octane Tower is one of the strongest things. If that were to fall, which that is actually kind of a crazy and dangerous situation, a huge tower falling like that is possibly the equivalent of an apocalypse maker. So, of course, the apocalypse will probably truly begin there, which, in the rewrite, yes, I do plan on bringing the Octane Tower down due to alien invasions, negligence, and some other stuff I don't need to talk about right now. That being said, though, yeah, they clearly dropped the ball on the apocalypse part. Then they decide to bring in the Justice League, which didn't need to actually happen. We could have had a resistance in the second inside of their own, of that way to show, or just simply don't have them at all. Which we just don't. I just basically wrote the fact that they did go. That way it isn't wasted time. But considering the fact that the movie takes place 5 years before the Lego movie, takes 5 years after the Lego movie 1, which means that for some reason, if this is the same as that continuity, which it is, Batman there is either one or two things. One, Lego Batman movie did not happen in this universe, according to some of the writing choices here in this movie. Or two, Lego Batman movie did happen, and Justice League decided, yeah, we ain't really gonna do the mission right now. We're just gonna let you guys suffer until after we enter Batman Saves the Day, and then we'll go back to saving the day. It's just a whole lot of like, it's just, where do I even begin? Where do I even begin with how terrible of a writing choice that is? Not to mention that the Lego Ninjago really has no place in the thing, but even though it is kind of canon, considering the fact that Unikitty is briefly as part of like merchandise and whatnot, this basically confirms that the Lego Ninjago movie is also unfortunately canon to the movie, which means I had to write in there that they basically chose not to do anything because, well, Lloyd doesn't want to deal with war anymore. Here they dealt with war from the original Lego movie when he was 12, so basically he's around 15 to 16, and was 12/13, which ironically is the perfect age for him from said show. So from the first movie. So for him to basically be the Green Ninja revealed to the world, and then finally have time with his dad, he's like, yeah, I don't want to deal with this war anymore. Just do your own thing. So they don't. They really just like screw off, I guess. And I added that as well. There are small scenes, but they're important to set up the fact that, yeah, you pretty much ain't gonna have this inside of the movie, inside of this show, at all. And I'm like, fine, whatever. First sticker. It's real simple. First simple sticker. Yep, just like that. And then this gets put on right here like this. And this apparently is what shoots the this is apparently what's gonna end up shooting the star thing, which, sure, why not? So yeah, that's another problem I want to solve with the rewrite of the Lego Movie 2, the second part. But probably the biggest problem I have with the movie, besides the humor, which I need to work on humor to actually make sure it works, because Lego movies aren't Lego movies without humor, is the action's pretty good. I will keep the action, and there's going to be some new action I'll add in there, such as some of the video game boss fights, but in a movie format. And the reason why I do the Lego, that's why I do those, is because I love the video game. I love the video game boss fights. I think they're creative. Is the game good? No. But the bosses? Yeah, it is good. Like, hell, the giraffe boss fight, Chameleon, and the Swordopus. God, I hate the Swordopus, but I guess that's what makes it so dangerous in the rewrite. I guess. I don't know. But I'm like, yeah, there's those things that happen. So, what's gonna stop it from everything else? Well, This is the thing, though. This is the thing. That's all the good things I have to say, because there's a lot of other problems I have to fix, such as, I don't know, the themes. The themes that they have in the movie is just... Also, the whole musical aspect, but they don't even play on the whole musical aspect. I think one way to say it is that it's a singing planet, but they're not a musical. It's a weird thing to say, but it makes all the difference. 'Cause why not? I mean, it's like saying that the villain is more so musical based. But why is she musical based? Because this is where I get into the interesting part. What if the villain was actually evil? Like, what if the so-called villain of the movie is actually evil, as she should be, marketed as she was marketed as, instead of Rex being the main antagonist? I like Rex being a side antagonist. That's the thing. Being a side antagonist, that is one thing. And it works. I mean, heck, Bad Cop is a side antagonist. He's not the true main antagonist. That's Lord Business. Also, Lord Business is eventually, because of this rewrite, eventually going to be considered the main antagonist of the entire AU for all 4 movies. I'm not doing all 4 movies for rewriting. I'm just doing the second part. I'm just rewriting the second part, and I'm doing an extra short story prequel to the first movie, which would have us basically talk a little bit about the fact that Unikitty is kind of canon to this world. I'm not joking. Unikitty is canon to the Lego movies. And it's in a very messed up way. And the reason why I say it's messed up is because in the opening of the movie, you see, of the show, right before the basically the theme song, you see the Lego minifigures. But you just don't see them like, oh, you just see like the space people in the first episode. That's kind of fine-ish. But then you get the episode where it all comes crashing down. Basically, once you see the streets of Bricksburg and the absolute... Oh, I like this. That's clever. But once you see the streets of Bricksburg and the absolute, I guess, fact that it's essentially taking place before the apocalypse, there's something going on. So I had this huge theory, and it might be correct, even though we're probably never going to get it, so I might as well write it myself. I had the theory that the Lego movies, the Lego Unikitty TV show, which is the only canon TV show of the entire series, it is canon. It is a prequel, not a sequel, a prequel to the movies. And the reason why I say that is because of all the information that was given us in the very thing. In the top of that, Batman appears in one episode. He doesn't know anything about Unikitty. And Unikitty doesn't... The Unikitty TV show itself never mentions, and I mean it, never mentions, what's his name? Basically any characters from the Lego movies. Never. So this makes me wonder if this was actually a TV show that President Business made but prior to the Craggle stuff and the Doom Lords. Well, this is the thing I did with Doom Lords. It's a real interesting thing, but I basically did the one thing that people weren't expecting to do. What if the Doom Lords were in a war with the Master Builders? They lost, and pretty much everything that happened between the Legos and everything else. Like, the Master Builders is basically creativity, the Doom Lords are chaos. And so, I had the crazy idea. What if they actually existed? They failed the war, and then Precipices came and makes shit worse. I will continue my theory and stuff and see in part 2. Thank you all. This has been part 1. So I'm just going to put Mayhem right here. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking notifications to be updated on all updates and videos. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, this song's gonna get stuck inside your heart. I guess. Look, at this point, this is the end of the movie where everything is not awesome, but I have to admit, that was a clever way to do that line in during the song. But that song is... most of the songs in the movie suck. Except 2 or 3. And the credits. But all the other songs suck. I'm sorry.